Today, hey, look, man, we got some breaking news to report. So let's get straight into it. So look, y'all, news broke yesterday that superstar Detroit rapper who has turned into a gamer, T Grizzly, was involved in some paperwork, bro. Yeah, they trying to say T Grizzly is a long tail. Shout out to my exposer brother, Christopher Lovejoy, because he broke this news, bro. Christopher Lovejoy 600, he came to the internet with this paperwork. You dig what I'm saying? Now, in this paperwork, they talking about when T Grizzly house got broke into. I know y'all remember probably about a year or two ago when T Grizzly house was broken into while he was having his engagement ceremony to his wife, who he's married to now. Well, his house had got broke into, bro. They took a whole bunch of jewelry, over $1 million worth of jewelry, and over $1 million in cash. Now, after this happened, in this paperwork, it's alleging that T Grizzly was identifying the suspects to the police, bro. Yeah, they said T Grizzly sat down with the police and identified these suspects who was LA Crip gang members. Dig what I'm saying? Now, the guy who they alleging that is the suspect in this case, he's the dude named Shooter, right? Now, Shooter got some stain on his jacket, though, bro. Shooter dude got some stain on his jacket because he was all on no jumper with a known government informant named G-Face. Dig what I'm saying? Now, G-Face used Shooter as his extra clip, bro. If y'all don't know what that means he was running around with Shooter as his shooter. Shooter was G-Face Shooter. That was his extra clip. That's why he was always running around with Shooter. So y'all know my boy Poetik Flakko, he got wind of this news, bro, and y'all know he broke it down. So we gonna tap into Poetik Flakko and we gonna react to his video. Let's go.
Is currently being exposed online for snitching on some LA Crips. T Grizzly is currently being exposed online for snitching on some LA Crips. A couple years ago, T Grizzly's house was burglarized, right? They took $1 million in jewelry and they took some cash as well. So the news are right. Rapper T Grizzly not only mourning his friend PNB Rock, he also got drama at home after burglars made off with $1 million in bills and bling. Now, this was also like a very sensitive time because at the time, PNB Rock had just passed away. So a lot of celebrities and rappers were on edge. So when this happened to T Grizzly, he didn't know, yo, was this just like they just coming to take some things, or was I that door? Am I in danger? Are people trying to hurt me? So T Grizzly took this very seriously, like very, very seriously. So it goes, law enforcement official tells TMZ, burglars smashed a window at T's house about 2 weeks ago in his Porter Ranch neighborhood outside Los Angeles. We're told the jewelry alone they found was worth more than $1 million.
Hey, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Y'all, please subscribe to the page. It's free.
And they also walked away with a ton of cash. According to the police report, no one was home at the time of the break-in, and there's an open investigation. But I do know for a fact, 100% fact, when this happened, T Grizzly wasn't playing around. Like, T Grizzly was not playing around. He was taken to the streets. But some say he also took it to the police, which we will review.
Now, look. What Poetik Flakko is saying, bro, he basically saying, when this break-in happened, bro, T Grizzly is a street dude, bro. T Grizzly is from Detroit, bro. Detroit niggas is known to put bags on people's heads, bro. That's what Detroit niggas do, bro. That's the king of the back door, bro. Detroit niggas are the kings of the back door, bro. They will place a bounty on your head. Dig what I'm saying? So Poetik Flakko is basically saying when T Grizzly house got broke into, bro, he threw some money in the streets to the gang members, bro, trying to locate the suspects who broke in his house so he can get their TVs turned off, bro. He was trying to send them on an eternal sleep study. Dig what I'm saying? Yeah, he was trying to send them on a permanent sleep study, bro. He was trying to get them a dirt nap. So we're going to keep going with Flakko, see what he's saying.
But what I do know...
Salute, Jess. Salute, J-Speed.
Put the bag in the streets. He put a bag on the head of anybody involved in burglarizing him. And when the streets began to talk, the streets began to point his hand at a guy called Baby Shooter. So when Baby Shooter was identified as the one who burglarized T Grizzly's home, what happened was T Grizzly got goons, right? I'm assuming it's other LA gang members, because if it's not other LA gang members, like T Grizzly is from Detroit, like his Detroit goons aren't going to be checking the LA gang member in LA, no, right?
Nah. See, that's what Flakko is off, bro. See, Flakko is a civilian, bro. So when he covers these street topics, bro, he not inclined to know how the streets really work, bro. He just said that T Grizzly could not employ Detroit goons to handle this. That's cap, bro. That's cap, bro. Detroit niggas with a bag, bro. A nigga like T Grizzly who got a bag, bro, he can employ niggas from any state to come to Detroit and get their business handled. Dig what I'm saying? Detroit niggas will fly to LA and step on an LA nigga. Like, we already done seen what T Grizzly doing, what T Grizzly about, bro. When T Grizzly and Young Boy got into it in Miami, bro, one of Young Boy partners clocked out, bro. One of Young Boy partners clocked out, bro. Dig what I'm saying? And also, you gotta take T Grizzly serious. That's why this dude Shooter was so scared, bro. Because you know it's allegations, and all this is allegations, bro. It's allegations that T Grizzly backdoored his own auntie over paper, bro. What you think T Grizzly gonna do to a LA gang member who he don't even know, bro? What you think he gonna do to him if he allegedly had his own auntie smoked? Dig what I'm saying? So when they say T Grizzly got a bag in the streets on your head, bro, you gotta take that serious, bro.
Dudes who were around T Grizzly, they found where Baby Shooter's mama lived, they found where he lived, they found other family members' homes, and they let him know, hey, bro, there's a bag on your head. We know where your mama lived. Here's her address. You better tap in and let us know what's going on. So Baby Shooter tapped in because he didn't want his mama to get hurt, right? He didn't want other people to get hurt. And if it's T Grizzly, got a bad one. Bro, T Grizzly is a multi-millionaire, bro. Right? Your Baby Shooter know. When it comes to LA, man, listen, bro. When it comes to LA, bro, these dudes will commit a murder for some Starburst and an eighth. I'm telling you, in the Starburst, maybe a little too much. They'll do it for an eighth. Right? They'll do it for $50. Trust me, bro. They broke. They are broke. So he know, if they don't get me out of here for an eighth, man, what would they do to me for $50? So he tapped in and he began to explain himself. Now, when he began to explain himself, he was doing too much explaining, and he got himself in trouble because he began to point out and tell on. Again, I'm using this word tell on loosely because he's not speaking to the police, he's speaking to other gang members. He began to tell them, nah, I didn't do it.
Ashley Mangus, I appreciate you pulling up too. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. We almost there.
This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. This guy from this hood did it. They the ones y'all should go after. I didn't do it.
So look, basically what Poetik Flakko is saying, bro, is just like, it's in line with what I said, bro. When Shooter found out that T Grizzly had a bag on his head for breaking into T Grizzly house, bro, Shooter got scared, bro. Shooter got scared, bro. And Shooter started pointing the finger at all these other LA gang members who had nothing to do with it, bro. That's what Shooter did, bro. Shooter tried to get the spotlight off of him, and he tried to put it on some other niggas. But what's crazy about this is Shooter was putting it on his allies, bro. It's not like Shooter is from a gangster Crip neighborhood. Dig what I'm saying? They allies is Hoovers, other gangster Crips, things like that, right? Dig what I'm saying? Shooter is from Avalon, right? He was putting it on other Avalon members, other schoolyard Crip gang members, other Hoover members, bro. He ain't go put it on no Rolling 60s or no East Coast niggas or no Blood niggas. He was putting it on his allies. He even tried to put it on his own cousin, bro. His own cousin, bro. This nigga Shooter tried to throw the hot potato on his own cousin, bro. This nigga tried to get his own cousin smoked, bro.
But whole time he was capping because apparently he did do it. Not the fat D-Mac. Well, not the fat D-Mac. His name's D-Mac, though.
Hold on. This Shooter right here, this the video of Shooter blaming it on the other gang members and blaming it on his cousin. This Shooter snitching right here, bro. He is snitching on other gang members. Check it out.
I know, the skinny one that be giving to the money? Yeah. Shop on that big. Yeah, that's the other one. It's like 4 or 5 hitters on that shit beside the other nigga. Beside the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole thing together. If you sell business to business.
Hold on. Here go these ads, y'all. We're going to skip through these ads. Y'all know how I go. We're going straight through these ads. Hey, y'all heard what that nigga on the other end said? The dude on the other end of the phone, that's one of T Grizzly henchmen, right? And when Shooter was trying to explain himself, T Grizzly homeboy said, you ain't got to worry about that. Shooter got scared immediately. If y'all can see this video, y'all will see his face. Shooter was scared, bro, because when T Grizzly partner said that, Shooter already knew these niggas was standing on business, bro. These niggas meant business, bro. They was gonna step on any and everybody who had anything to do with breaking in T Grizzley house, bro. Hold on, bro. This nigga is doing too much talking, bro. This nigga is doing too much finger point, bro. That ain't Crip, cuz. That is not Crip, cuz. That ain't Keyway, cuz. You need a put off, cuz. This nigga need a put off, bro. This nigga gotta get a DP or a put off, cuz, because he is blaming this on other Crip members. That ain't what Crip's supposed to do, bro. That ain't Keyway at all, bro. And see, this is why LA gang members be looking like straight marks, bro. LA gang members is looking like marks and busters all over the internet, bro. I can't remember the last time we seen an LA gang member take a win on the internet, bro. All these niggas is looking like cartoon characters at this point, bro. We can't believe nothing. All the hierarchy that we heard about these niggas back in the day, bro. All the hoopla we heard about LA gang members, bro. It was all false, bro. It was all false, bro. All the real LA gang members who was standing on business, those were the niggas from the 80s and the 90s and things like that, bro. This new set of gang members that's out now, bro, all they want is some clicks and views, bro. All they want is some clout, bro. As you can see with this nigga, bro. This nigga got all these tattoos on his face, supposed to be some type of stand-up gangster, but he on this phone with enemies, known enemies, enemies who have a bag on your head and you dropping it like it's hot, bro. You are dropping it like it's hot, bro. You dancing for these niggas who you don't even know, bro.
This footage only resurfaced because I believe he was into it with Milk 74, and Milk 74 released the footage where he's telling the ops, hey, it wasn't me, it was that guy, bro. Man, trust me. Now, a lot of people gave him flack for this. Like, you can't say this is telling because it's not telling because he wasn't talking to the police, but he was still giving up people and saying they did this and they did that, knowing there was bags on the heads of people.
Nah. Fuck that, Flakko. That's telling, bro. That is telling, bro. As a Keyway, as a Crip, as a cuz, he ain't supposed to be saying none of that, bro. He don't know who he talking to on that other phone, bro. He could have been talking to the detectives right there, bro. The detectives could have been in the background of that face call video, bro. He don't know, bro. He shouldn't have been saying none of that over the phone, bro. You shouldn't be saying none of that at all, bro. But you definitely shouldn't be saying none of that over the phone, bro. Who taught these niggas, bro? Who is these niggas' big homies, bro? Is the big homies from Avalon giving this nigga Shooter a put off or what, bro?
It's kind of like, man, you don't like do that to your homie, bro. Like, if you know, hey, bro, T Grizzley got a bag out on somebody here for whoever was involved, and you say, nah, he was involved, you damn near okay with your homie getting killed. So he got a lot of flack for it. So he came back and he explained exactly why he said that much and exactly why he did what he did. And he confirmed T Grizzley was putting bags on people's heads.
Never spoke on that video. Well, let me make this long story short. That shit going straight. I ain't gonna say that was super straight. To never put no nigga's name in there. That shit going cool. My mind, that shit going cool. As a gangster, nigga should never implicate no nigga nothing. But I made a long story short. My face going around. He said money on my head and all this and all that. The homie called me like, hey, these niggas wanna holler at you. They try to say you did this before they make a move. They wanna move. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, what's up? So they put me on the line. They saying, what the saying you did it, you feel me, like that. We got your mama address. They tell me my mama address. Damn. They read my mama address, you feel me? Whole time they like, oh, we don't know if you really did it, or they probably could be blaming it on you, you feel me? So this is and that. So I'm like, all right, smooth, you feel me? So them calls all different times, so they call me back. I'm like, man, look, you ain't hear this from me, but that's when I said that, you feel me? But what I should have did was called in, you feel me? But it went straight, you feel me? But if I knew what to tell them, bro, I know what really happened. Them niggas had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? If anything, I lied on them, bro, but that's why
Hold on, bro. What you mean if you wanted to tell on niggas, bro? You did tell on niggas, bro. You didn't tell on just one nigga, not just two niggas, not just three niggas. You told on four niggas, bro. Quattro, bro. You told on Quattro, bro. You told on four niggas, bro. Like, you even told on your cousin, bro. You told on your cousin. Like, why did you throw your cousin in there, bro? I know you say you trying to protect your mama, bro, but why would you throw your cousin in there, bro? That's your mama, sister, or brother's child, bro. Why would you do that, bro? That is not Crip, bro. That is not Cud. That is not Keyway, bro. Like, you got to get it together, bro. I hope while you in jail on that yard, because you probably on a PC yard, bro. I know you on a PC yard, bro, because I know the Crips ain't going for that, bro. If y'all Crips is going for this and y'all going for what this nigga shooter did, bro, also this nigga shooter was running around town vouching for this nigga G-Face, who is a known informant, bro. If y'all going for that, bro, all Crips is bad, bro. All the Crips on his side is bad if they going for that, bro.
So basically, it was a twist up, you feel me, to get me on video saying this is an act, you feel me, fell for, because, like, mind you, I should have called in, I should have tapped in, there's money over there, I don't know who to trust when they talking about the amount of money they said it was on the nigga head, you feel me, on perk, so I should have tapped in and see what's true. Only reason why I believe this shit, though, because where my little brother was from, and a lot of niggas been in my mama house on South Park, so I'm like, these niggas after, you feel me, on perk, so, and another nigga was my people, so I'm like, you feel me, like, these niggas, I used to sleep on the street.
Here go these ads, y'all. We're going to get straight through these ads, man. Y'all know that.
This November, New Yorkers can vote on affordable housing fast track and other city charter reform.
Come on, man. Get through these ads, man. Y'all talking too much on these ads, man. We trying to get to the content. Oh, my gosh, bro. Come on, man. Here we go, y'all.
Imagine minding your business and waking up one day.
So look. That's in line with what I said at the beginning of the video, bro. This nigga shooter just explained, bro. He was scared, bro, because when you hear that T Grizzly got a bag on your head, you have to take that serious, bro. That is severe, bro. You have to take that as a severe consequence for what you done did, bro. And he was scrambling, bro. I'm not vouching for what he did, bro, but I understand why he did it, because he was scared, bro. Like, if T Grizzly allegedly will have his own auntie smoke, bro, in cold blood, bro, what do you think he gonna do to a nigga he don't know, bro? Like, the things he would do to this nigga is crazy, bro. Like, ain't no telling what he would do to him, bro.
Learning there's a bag on your head because somebody just lied on you and said that you burglarized T Grizzly. He admitted, yo, I lied on everybody whose name I said it wasn't straight, but man, bro, what you expect him to do? So this situation, now, we don't know what happened, right? Or if anybody did die from this, I don't know, okay? That's outside of my jurisdiction, okay? Y'all be like, Flakko, you the police.
Hey, look. If Flakko ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, bro. If T Grizzly had anything to do with this, bro, mark my words, bro, T Grizzly got it back in blood, bro. T Grizzly definitely got it back in blood, bro. This nigga's not just laying down taking $1 million loss, bro. Actually, a $2 million loss, bro. Because in the reports, they said he lost $1 million cash and over $1 million in jewelry, bro. Like, even the jewelers know not to play with T Grizzly. You heard what Shooter said, bro. He said they was trying to take the stuff to the jewelers, and the jewelers seen what it said on it, that it was attached to T Grizzly. They say, we don't want no smoke with Big Grizzly, bro. Like, y'all think T Grizzly, since he fell back from rapping and he be on the video game, playing the little GTA and all that, bro, T Grizzly really be playing GTA in real life and on the video game, bro. How about that?
Out of street business. Cool. I'm not gonna investigate if anybody ever died from this, okay? What I would say is he's currently in jail. We don't know why he's currently in jail. All I can say is he's currently in jail. However, okay, paperwork from the burglary incident has surfaced, okay? And T Grizzly is being called a rat for how he conducted himself during the investigation. So, okay.
All right, so look, Flakko about to read the paperwork, bro. If this paperwork is official, even though I just gave T Grizzly a lot of honor, and I honored that nigga name just now, bro, all that goes out the window, bro. If this paperwork is real, all T Grizzly gangster cards go out the window, bro. He is stripped of that today if this paperwork is real, bro. He is going to be officially labeled a long tail.
So the paperwork reads, right, investigation report 3 CCD F0142, but that don't matter, right? All right. On or about September 28th, 2022, I, Detective Hamilton, number 3219842. I did check in. He is apparently a real detective. Received this case to investigate a residential burglary. The address was burglarized. Entry was made by shattering the rear sliding glass window. The thief made off with $1 million cash, jewelry, and multiple expensive bags. On February 17, 2024, at 1334, I met with homeowner Terry Wallace and Maisha Agnew for a follow-up.
Y'all, it's starting to get bad, bro. Terry Wallace is T Grizzly, bro. The police detective is saying he met with T Grizzly, which is Terry Wallace and his wife, bro. T Grizzly, why is you meeting with the police, bro? T Grizzly, why you meeting with the police? Maybe you just meeting with them because they broke in your house, because niggas broke in your house. It could have just been that, bro. We just gonna see, though, bro. It could have just been he meeting with him because niggas broke in his house and his alarm went off. We gonna go with that right now.
That's apparently T Grizzly. Due to newly discovered evidence, Mr. Wallace stated his home was targeted on the day of his engagement wedding. Mr. Wallace is a musician with the stage name T Grizzly. I began providing Mr. Wallace with a six-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify any suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photograph of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson.
Hold on, bro. I know I ain't hear what I just heard, bro. I know I ain't hear what I just heard, bro. Did this nigga just say T Grizzly identified a suspect, bro? Hold on, we gotta go back, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
Stage name T Grizzly. I began providing Mr. Wallace with a six-pack lineup to see if he was able to identify any suspects. Mr. Wallace then chose figure number 4, which was a photograph of Johnson. Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph of Johnson and 2 unknown male figures on what seems to be a FaceTime call. Mr. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to admit his role in the burglary.
Hold on. Flag on the play, bro. Flag on the play. Technical foul, bro. You just fouled out, T Grizzly. You just fouled out of the game, bro. All your street cred is thrown out the window, bro. It's trash. It's caca. It's basura, bro. Like, bro, why did you identify a nigga, bro? Why you point a nigga out, bro? Why did you do that, T Grizzly? You know you're not supposed to do that, bro. You are a street nigga, bro. Why did you do that, bro? Like, come on, T Grizzly. This is bad work, bro. Why you ain't let the police do their job, bro? You is not a police officer, bro. You is not on the police officer's payroll, bro. They don't pay you, bro. You a rapper and a gamer, bro. Why would you identify a gang member as the nigga who's broke in your house, bro? You wasn't there when he broke in, bro. You don't even know who really broke in, bro. And then you gonna go a little bit farther and you gonna say the nigga admitted it to you, bro. You gonna admit to the police that a nigga admitted a crime to you, bro. That's snitching, that's telling. T Grizzly is a long tail if this paperwork is right. If this paperwork ain't real, I'll come back and then I apologize. But right now, T Grizzly is a long tail, bro.
Come on, that appears to be the FaceTime call that we just heard. Or maybe is another FaceTime call, okay? Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cameras which showed an unknown assailant exiting the rear of the residence. The assailant had on a black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph of what seemed to be Johnson via the Instagram account ShooterGang_, standing on a dark gray colored SUV wearing the black and white hooded sweatshirt. I then provided Mr. Wallace a link to www.evidence.com to upload the photographs and videos. I then asked Mr. Wallace if he had any questions for me. Mr. Wallace stated he didn't have any more questions, so I ended my investigation as I didn't have any further questions for Mr. Wallace at this time. By the way, the person who...
Hold on, bro. This is bad work, bro. This is extremely bad work, bro. So, T Grizzly, you mean to tell me that you a police helper, but at the same time, you putting bags on niggas' heads, bro? You putting bags on niggas' heads, but you a police helper at the same time, bro. You can't do both, bro. You gotta pick one. Now you starting to make me think like we gotta go back to that case about his auntie, bro, and how that nigga from 600 got picked up, bro. Did T Grizzly tell on the nigga, bro? Did T Grizzly tell on the nigga from 600? Now we gotta dig into that, bro, because if this nigga is telling on a house break-in, bro, a minor crime like this, bro, Why wouldn't he tell on a murder case, bro? Why would he not tell on a murder case if he's telling on a house burglary, bro? This just a burglary, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This ain't got nothing to do with no homicide. He not even the one in trouble, bro. In that situation with his auntie getting smoked, bro, he could be the culprit of that, bro. Allegedly, bro. T Grizzly could be the mastermind behind that, bro. And with this paperwork coming out, if this paperwork is official, bro, I'm starting to think some things about T Grizzly, bro.
Jail shooter gang. It's unclear if he's still in jail for this T Grizzly thing, because I don't think somebody's doing 4 or 5 years for burglary. But he's currently in jail, okay? And he's the one that's circulating this paperwork. He's the one that's claiming that T Grizzly told on him. So what we have here is the victim or the recipient of snitching claiming he got paperwork. He provided the paperwork, and he says T Grizzly told on him. Okay. Phew. That right there would be enough for a lot of people to indict anybody they don't like. If this was 6...
Oh, no, bro. We not selective politicians over here, bro. We are not selective politicians, bro. I'm not a selective politician, bro. The exposers is not selective politicians, bro. I like T Grizzly, bro. I like T Grizzly music. I think he a dope individual, bro. But if this paperwork is real, bro, he a long tail, bro. Ain't no beating around the bush. Ain't no way to hide it, bro. Ain't no way to dress it up, bro. This nigga is a long tail, bro. T Grizzly is officially a part of the long tail tattletale committee after this paperwork came out, bro. Like, y'all got to think about this, bro. If T Grizzly's supposed to be so much of a street nigga, that's all he done sold y'all his whole career, bro. That's all T Grizzly has sold his fans his whole career, bro, is street nigga rhetoric, right? Why, when it's time to be a street nigga, you want to turn into a civilian, bro? You want to turn into the police helper, bro? Why would you do this, T? Why would you do this? If you was going to do this, you could have did this a whole better way, bro. You could have just had your wife talk to the police, bro. She a civilian, bro. Why did you put your name on this, bro? Why did you have an interview with detectives, bro? Why would you point out this nigga shooter, bro?
If this was Young Thug, y'all wouldn't have any questions. Because it's somebody y'all like, because it's T Grizzly, y'all gonna selective politic. Y'all gonna get all the excuses. Y'all gonna say you want to see the actual video of him. Y'all will make up so many excuses, bruh. Yo, the new form now of telling and how street dudes is getting away with telling, if it's in paperwork, I don't believe it because the police be lying, yo. How do you know you can believe the detective?
Nah, look. Hold on, Flakko. You going too far, bro. You going too far, bro. The police do be lying, bro. You can't just go off what the police say, bro. Like, if this is a real interview, T Grizzly will have his name signed on here, bro. So it's more paperwork to this paperwork, bro. I want to see all the paperwork, bro. But as of right now, and I'll come back and apologize later if he clears his name, bro. But as of right now, T Grizzly a long tail, bro. T Grizzly is officially a rat right now, bro. He got a long tail right now, and he bit the cheese, bro.
But you ain't see no video footage of him telling, man. Y'all gonna selective politic this to the max. Unless it's somebody y'all don't like. And then all of a sudden, man, F them. Then all of a sudden this man, they're a rat. Y'all call Thug a rat for less. Well, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all...
Hey, man, we're going to wrap this video up with this, man. Y'all let me know in these comments, bro. Is T Grizzly a long tail? Do y'all believe that paperwork that Flakko just read is official, bro? Do y'all think T Grizzly told on Shooter? Y'all got to keep this in mind, too. Shooter is all bad, bro. Shooter is probably on a PC yard. Shooter was out here in the free world running around with a known rat, bro. He was running around with G-Face, who been an informant for over 15 years, bro. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to give y'all another live and an update on this later. I'm gone.